y'all can stand up. Y'all can stand up a little bit where it looks kind of shoulder to shoulder. You can be back, you know.
Are we just Tony coming in?
So, no, Tony is sick, so Danielle has incorporated his remarks in her.
I was just going to say, yeah.
You ready?
Wait.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep, we're ready when you all are.
It's windy, so hold on to your remarks. Well, good morning, everybody. Today marks an important anniversary for our city. Yesterday was an exciting election day across much of America, but 365 days ago, our community said at the ballot box right here in Nashville that it is time to move on better transportation in Nashville. And today, that half-cent investment we chose to make together is hard at work. Now, this day was a long time coming, over more than a decade, and through multiple false starts and even another failed referendum attempt in 2018, in fact. During that time, we saw our traffic congestion worsen, our infrastructure fall further behind the times, and we saw federal funding go to other communities across America. Nashville was on a list we didn't want to be on, as one of only 4 of the top 50 American cities without dedicated funding for transportation and infrastructure. And the status quo cost us. Unfortunately, we saw more fatalities on our roadways, higher household costs, and fewer opportunities to do something better as a result. To be clear, we took lessons from those losses and we crafted foundational plans that fostered connections and did the most good for the most people for the least cost. Nashvillians gave us tens of thousands of ideas on what they wanted to see and what they needed. And that engagement helped us create Choose How You Move, a program full of sidewalk, signals, service, and safety. This is a transit and infrastructure program for our students and our seniors, our musicians and our hospitality workers, our teachers and our nurses, our builders and our makers, our young professionals, everyone trying to stay here in the city we love together. This program is for all of us, no matter how we're moving. Now, it took a lot of partners to build this program, and I'd like to recognize some of the people with us today who were and are critical to the success of Choose How You Move. The program was supported by a majority of voters in all 35 Metro Council districts, and I'm pleased today to be joined by Council members Jordan Huffman, David Benton, and Terry Vo, as well as Board of Education member Zach Young. So thank you, Walter, for that round of applause. Public leadership matters in this. Of course, community leadership matters. Walter, who you heard, is a key member of our advisory committee on transportation that we launched on day one. So thank you. I know some of your fellow committee members are there. If y'all are on the advisory committee for transportation, would you mind raising your hands, please? Great. Thank you all for being here. Of course, I saw Alex Jahanger. He was our chair of the How Nashville Moves Transition Committee right as we took office. Their work propelled us, inspired us to seek this opportunity for the city in the first place. So, Alex, thank you for your leadership in that regard. And, of course, we could not have done this without Nashville's key departments. We go public transit in our Nashville Department of Transportation. And I know Steve Bland and Diana Alarcon are here, respectively, with many members of their team. So thank you to our incredible partners at WeGo and NDOT. But 1 year ago today, on November 5th, 2024, hundreds of thousands of Nashvillians voted together and said it's time to get moving, and we got right to work. The very next day, November 6th, we launched our first 3 implementation actions, creating that new advisory committee on transportation, beginning to host information sessions for vendors interested in helping us implement the program, knowing that this was going to be years of public-private partnership, and the posting of a newly created Chief Program Officer position to lead implementation of the program and coordinate with our Metro departments and those private sector partners. Before half a year had passed, we introduced and Council approved our first $59 million in funding for 11 foundational projects, and shortly thereafter in April we introduced our new Chief Program Officer, Sabrina Sussman, and together with our Metro Council seated the members of that Advisory Committee on Transportation. Just over 200 days into the program, we released our first operating budget to include visibility into the Choose How You Move program, which funded 29 new Metro Nashville Police Department officers to establish our first transit safety division to provide security both on board transit vehicles and in transit centers. We also held the first meeting of our new Jefferson Street Community Advisory Board, and in June hosted the first meeting of the Advisory Committee on Transportation. By day 300, we had implemented our first major expansion of WeGo service enabled specifically by Choose How You Move. We had initiated planning for our first round of sidewalks, smart traffic signals, and the fiber network needed to support them. And we hired the Jefferson Street Community Ambassadors, one of the first times in NDOT's history that we hired people directly from the community to help engage the community on important corridors. And as we stand here today at day 365, we've initiated another $104 million in capital projects funded directly by Choose How You Move, prioritizing Nolensville Pike and Gallatin Pike as our first two all-access corridors to see significant improvement. And we've announced WeGo's second major operational expansion enabled by Choose How You Move with their winter service changes. Now, those changes include a program we're excited to officially launch here today called Journey Pass. In all, we've done quite a lot in 365 days, and we will be building on this program year over year. Year two will be even better than year one. I'd like to ask our Chief Program Officer, Sabrina Sussman, to share more about what's ahead, including some of those exciting things we're launching here today. Sabrina.
Thank you, Mayor O'Connell. What I did not know 1 year ago today. Thank you for the introduction and the incredible opportunity to lead this transformational program across Nashville. This truly is an exciting time here. Every single day, we get to take another step towards a better transportation future for Nashvillians. As Mayor O'Connell outlined, we're moving quickly on delivering Choose How You Move for Nashvillians, but we're also moving deliberately because every step in this process matters. It's important to get things right. It's also important to listen, to learn as we go, to be nimble, and to adjust, especially when we see opportunities to do even more, even better. Today, just 365 days since voters said yes to Choose How You Move, we are implementing a total of more than $163 million in infrastructure investments. These investments build much-needed sidewalks in neighborhoods around the county, install smart traffic signals at over 100 intersections so we can replace the system built decades ago with one that adapts to our changing needs in real time. These investments improve safety among some of our busiest corridors and expand transit service so transit is more convenient, reliable, and accessible for all. Thanks to Choose How You Move funding, we are offering a real choice for people living on a limited income through a first-of-its-kind program in Nashville called Journey Pass. Journey Pass is Nashville's largest ever fare-free transit program, and it gives eligible Davidson County residents free access to rides on WeGo public transit. By working with our partners at MDHA, Metro Action Commission, and Metro Public Health Department, we've already enrolled more than 2,500 people into the Journey Pass program, who have already taken more than 14,000 rides. That's a really big deal for people living on a limited budget, who are going from paying $4 for a round-trip ride to riding fare-free. It means that they have the freedom to ride transit to work, to school, a doctor's appointment, the grocery store, or a community gathering without the stress of spending limited funds on simply getting to where they need to go. This is an incredibly impactful program, and it's important to get it right. We started by holding listening sessions with focus groups so we could build the program with the input of our future Journey Pass riders front of mind. We're implementing Journey Pass in phases. That allows WeGo to adjust their operations to accommodate increasing demand as more riders enter the system more often. We prioritized easy enrollment. People currently receiving services from one of our partner metro agencies, are eligible to receive a Journey Pass at events hosted near them. Importantly, Journey Pass holders receive a quick ticket in their name, so while their ride may be free, their pass looks just like everyone else's. While we're using the structure to initiate the program, we're working now to develop a centralized, income-based approach for registration. That option is coming soon in 2026. I'd like to thank one of our earliest partners was the Metro Development and Housing Authority, where we've registered more than 2,000 new Journey Pass holders to date. To speak about this, I'd like to invite Danielle Allen with MDHA to share more about the promise of Journey Pass with MDHA residents.
It's an honor to be here today to celebrate Choose How You Move and the programs initiated through this, including the Journey Pass program. At MDHA, part of our mission is to create quality, affordable housing. But we also strive to provide residents with the services and the support that they need, including transportation. And the Journey Pass program serves as a valuable tool to help us drive toward that goal. Why? Because it offers more than just an affordable means of transportation. This program represents for our residents a journey to their place of employment. It's a journey to access more food resources for their family. And it's a journey to better health by providing a way to attend medical appointments. And most importantly, it's a journey to deeper connections within our great city. And while this program is just starting, we can already see the positive impact. For example, consider one of our residents, Mr. Brown. He has a disability and he relies on Social Security disability insurance as his income. The bus is his only mode of transportation, but sometimes getting from church to the grocery store to the doctor's office can be challenging. But now it's much easier. Because of the Journey Pass program, Mr. Brown no longer worries about the financial burden of getting from point A to point B. When talking about his experiences so far, he uses words like fortunate, appreciative, and beneficial. And when we say to him, Mr. Brown, what would you say to the mayor and we go if you to talk to him? And his response was, thank you, thank you, thank you. And MDHA wants to echo that same sentiment. Thank you for your vision in creating the Journey Pass program. Thank you for helping our residents get to their destination. And thank you for allowing them to travel in a way that can have a lasting impact.
Danielle, thank you, and to Dr. White and the entire MDHA board and team for working with us on Journey Pass. We know from Mr. Brown's story how impactful and important it is, and partnership is going to be how we move forward on better transit, better access, and a more affordable city. Local businesses and schools are our partners too. A lot of you are familiar with We Go Ride. This is a sponsored program that allows employees or students to commute with reduced fares on public transit. We Go Ride provided nearly 300,000 rides in the last fiscal year. This launched with just a few partners in 2019. I'll let the sirens go by. We Go Ride launched with just a few partners in 2019, but grew to 24 companies by 2023. Since then, however, partnerships in the program have more than doubled. We Go Ride now has 60 partners, including 10 companies onboarded in just the last 9 weeks. Again, enthusiasm building with Choose How You Move. So we're going to hear from one of those partners right now. I want you to help me welcome Director of Sales and Marketing at the Renaissance Nashville Hotel, Sherry Franklin.
Thank you, Mayor O'Connell. On behalf of the Renaissance Nashville Hotel, I want to say thank you for including us in the program today. The Renaissance is proud to be a part of the We Go Ride program. This is more than an HR benefit for our team. This is a partnership that allows the hotel to be more competitive and a great way to support our associates. Many of our associates live outside of the downtown loop and rely on public transportation to get to the hotel. Remembering we're a 24/7 operation. I don't have to tell you how hard it is to find parking in the city. And then you add to that, our hotel is attached to the downtown public library garage, and it had a fire earlier this summer, and that is also part of where our associates park. So that then makes it even more difficult to find parking in the city. We are a key employer in the downtown area, and then the WeGo ride program is very advantageous to us. Again, we're running 3 different shifts each day. So for our team, reliable transportation means fewer missed shifts and more stability, and it helps build steady employment and long-term careers. And while I'm talking about this from a hotel perspective, WeGo Ride program benefits the business community, but it also benefits the entire Nashville community. Access to dependable transportation opens doors to opportunities, it supports our working families, and it strengthens our city. As I close, again, I want to say thank you to Mayor O'Connell, his team, the WeGo staff, and the friends of the Downtown Nashville Partnership who've collaborated with us in helping make downtown more accessible to everyone.
Thank you to Sherry, to Renaissance Hotel, and all of our WeGo Ride partners for joining our work to make transit more accessible to all Nashvillians. One of the great things about Choose How You Move is the ability to prioritize projects that directly touch the lives of Nashvillians. With a mix of short, medium, and long-term investments, we are making roads safer, regardless of how you use them. We are caring for our fixed and low-income neighbors with programs like Journey Pass, and we are modernizing a lot of very outdated technology. Speaking of which, today we're excited to cut the ribbon on one of those technological improvements at this busy intersection of Murfreesboro Pike and Edgeo Lake. A queue jump uses a special signal. It allows an approaching bus to jump a queue of traffic to keep transit riders moving. This one includes a right-hand lane for buses to use to pass backlogged vehicle traffic, saving up to 4 minutes of travel time on every trip, saving around 10,000 hours of annual time for riders. Moving buses more efficiently and safely through intersections is a benefit to all road users. Data shows that when buses run on time, conveniently and reliably, more people choose to ride, and fewer individual cars reduce traffic on the roadway for everyone. The Murfreesboro Road Route 55 bus line had the highest ridership in Q3 of 2025. So we worked with WeGo and NDOT to put early emphasis on improving reliability of service on that corridor. I'd like to ask Derek Haggerty, Assistant Director for NDOT, to share more about how a queue jump works, and then to Stacy Holt, an operator supervisor with WeGo Public Transit, to share more about the benefits it provides WeGo operators and riders.
Hi, good morning. My name is Derek Haggerty, Assistant Director at NDOT, responsible for the implementation of Choose How You Move through the NDOT projects. Really excited to be out here this morning at Murfreesboro Pike to celebrate 1 year of Choose How You Move and the ribbon cutting of this project. Just really grateful for the partnership that we have with the Mayor's Office Choose How You Move team and with our partners at WeGo. You know, without the teamwork here at Metro, we can't make these projects a success. So you'll see behind me fresh markings for a short section of a queue jump lane all the way up to Edge Lake Drive here. At the intersection, and I hope everyone gets a chance to walk up there after this, you'll be able to see a new signal head, and if you look very close, you'll be able to see a new detection device. What that does is identify the bus as it approaches the intersection and just gives it a head start through the intersection so it can safely merge back into traffic. Now, this probably isn't the flashiest ribbon cutting we're going to have over the next 14 years, but it's an example of the importance of these foundational projects to deliver the operational benefit that our transit system needs to be reliable, a key aspect of any transit service across the country. So I just want to wrap up by saying thank you to the fantastic WeGo operations staff that has made this project a success, working hand in hand with NDOT as we install the infrastructure to ensure it serves their need. Looking forward to being at a lot more ribbon cutting ceremonies for technology improvements, for sidewalks, for complete streets, and all access corridors over the next 15 years with our partners from the Mayor's Chime Office team, from WeGo, and from all the other Metro and state agencies that we're going to be working with. And I'll turn things over to Mr. Stacy Holt, Operations Supervisor with WeGo. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm a WeGo Operations Supervisor. I have spent many hours behind the wheel as an operator. WeGo bus operators are highly skilled at handling busy Nashville traffic. However, technology can help operators stay on schedule and get riders to their destinations on time. The Q jump here at Murfreesboro Pike and Edgeo Lake would help riders at our busiest bus route, 55 in Murfreesboro. Choose How You Move provides funding for that technology as well as traffic signal timing improvements for drivers. I can attest to how much that will help operators do their job more efficiently. Merging such a large vehicle into bumper-to-bumper traffic is not an easy task, nor is it safe to accelerate quickly from a stopped position while passengers are on board. The Q jump will allow the bus to merge into the lane of travel, which will ensure better time point adherence and safer transition. The Q jump allows buses to get a head start in traffic at the intersection. The signal is placed at the right-hand turn lane. The operator gets a special light giving permission to proceed through the intersection ahead of the regular traffic. It's a short signal. The 2 to 4 minutes saved along a busy route reduces delays and increases reliability for our buses, which will add up to 10,000 hours of time savings for riders annually on this route. Again, this is all made possible by the Choose How You Move program. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy, and to the WeGo operations team, Derek, to the incredible, important work of NDOT and watching these two departments work together with our team. And thanks to all of our partners who are helping us implement Choose How You Move. This is a journey toward a more accessible and affordable city. And thank you to all of you who understand that it is a journey and that while we all voted together last year, you don't get to 86 new miles of sidewalk in just 1 year, but you can do a lot in 1 year, and we have, and not just on Choose How You Move. Our partners at NDOT and WeGo continue to make improvements that keep us moving forward in all sorts of ways. This past summer, we debuted contactless payment on every WeGo bus, allowing people to tap to pay with credit cards or phones, delivering new sidewalks and other traffic safety measures, including dozens of new safety-focused school crossings across the school district, partnering with the Titans for free rides on game days with Nashville SC, and launching programs like WeGo Market to bring fresh food to transit centers. But with Choose How You Move, we've made sure that for a generation to come, we're making investments in transit infrastructure that were literally impossible just a year ago. And that's thanks to our residents and the choice we all made together a year ago. It's another reflection of the optimism we see in Nashville. We see it in the results from Vanderbilt's annual Nashville poll, where our right track numbers are the best they've been in years. We see it in our neighborhoods and in our numbers. School performance is up with historic student performance. Crime is down across the board in all categories. Unemployment remains low. And as we deliver on services of all kinds within Metro, we're trying to get the little things right so that you can be confident in the big things like Choose How You Move. 2 out of every 3 voters made the choice together to approve Choose How You Move. We're not just encouraged by that vote of confidence, we're inspired by it. So thank you all for your trust. We're finally moving. And what's next is going to be that ribbon cutting for the Q jump as we close year 1 of Choose How You Move and let this bus take its maiden voyage through the Q jump.
This is going to blow.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.